I'm gonna make this be as vague as possible, but I really want to say it and put it out there. So I was doing like a bunch of like Google research because I'm a Google researcher. I'm like super detective off Google. Even though, okay, so Google is like, who's making that stuff? But anyway, so it's like you find something and then it disappears. And you're like, was that even real? And then it's like that Bill Hicks quote, like the news is like, murder, war, violence, panic. And then this is what you hear when you go outside. Right? That Bill Hicks joke. So, yeah, I didn't quit smoking cigarettes. But, so, okay. The Manson family, right, started, they started off of a ranch commune, Spawn Ranch, in California. Fuck that. Just kidding. Okay, so in California, the Manson family, and it, dude, okay, oh my god, I only have 9 minutes anyway, I gotta delete stuff to make space. So the Manson family used Charles Manson as a scapegoat, right? He's like this poor innocent kid in the foster system, and then all of these people that had this big plan to get a bunch of control and power and money used Manson as the face of what they were doing in order to get away with it. And then the Manson girls were all over the media. And I'm not quite sure what that is, so I'm just gonna let that part go. But anyway, so there's California is like built by all of the rich people that built the East Coast, moving west and building the things that they were building on the east and expanding it out west. So like you have like the Winchester house where it's like the lady who was making the guns, and then like Boeing and like all this other stuff. But it's mostly farming and oil, I guess, at this point, because it's just what the land is built for. But before it just became like farming and oil in Hollywood, it was a bunch of people migrating for new territory. So after all these rich people went out there and settled there and had their like comfort, the Manson family decided this plan to take it. Okay? So then you have the Hearst Castle, which was used for, on the news it says it was used for prostitution, but then the Hearst Castle goes from San Luis to Obispo, and there's these tunnels under the Hearst Castle, right? And this is what Google said, so I'm not sure, I've never been to these tunnels, I don't know if they even exist, this is just what Google said a long time ago. And these tunnels from the Hearst Castle go to Vandenberg Air Force Base. And then Vandenberg Air Force Base is right in the center between Hearst Castle and Lompoc Federal Prison or State Prison or whatever, okay? So there's this tunnel system built along the central coast of California. And in the central coast of California, you have the highway that goes straight through Arizona, Maricopa. I think, yeah. So it funnels right out of the central coast into that country road going into Arizona. And then there's the men's colony in San Luis Obispo near the Hearst Castle, which was known for a Manson place. But what the Manson family is doing is using prisoners to infiltrate systems, getting prisoners that look like specific people and trying to replace them in order to do identity theft. So then eventually, say you don't know the owner of like some big famous company that makes a whole bunch of money, like say the whatever, like I own all the factories in the United States. Who is that guy? Not that somebody owns all the factories, but like nobody knows that guy, especially before you had the internet and you didn't really know what people looked like. So you could like trick people into meetups, steal their identity, and then trick people into another meetup and just pretend to be that person, which is what the Manson family was doing, which is why they literally were like, okay, we're going to go into the prison system, we're going to go into the banks were actually last, we're going to go into the prison system, we're going to go into the media, the news vans, and then go into trade, economic trade, that's like common, or just like it wouldn't, like it's just necessary, but at the same time it's not, where it's like you need these networking connections. I guess that's networking economics, like coffee is, but there's more than just coffee. Yeah, and this is why I was like, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't really have much more to say after that, because I don't know that much about it, but I just know that that's how they're doing it, or did it. I don't even know if they still exist. And then you have Pig Latin, which is like an initiation from people to see like, oh, do you want to learn Pig Latin? And then once you start doing it and learning Pig Latin, you can get into these corrupt government systems. And if they decide they don't want you in their system, they just pretend they don't know Pig Latin. And then if you catch them, they're just like, oh, it was just a joke. But I swear to God, it's this Manson cult thing. And I even hate calling it Manson cult at this point because they used Charles Manson as the face of their crimes. I don't know. Bye.